What are the 5 lessons that I have learned interviewing the top hospitality experts all over the globe? My name is Shawn. I own Cali Barbecue and Cali Barbecue Media in San Diego. We've been in business on the restaurant side for 17 years, on the media side, 8 years. 5 years of that media company, we made no money until we finally figured out a way to get brand deals. We've done deals with companies like Pepsi, Toast, Restaurant 365, Uber, Google, Ring, just to name a few, and we are only getting started. Our goal is to share all of the secrets to brand deals, how to get clients, how to monetize modern media. I've interviewed some of the top CEOs and founders in hospitality, restaurants, and technology. These are the 5 lessons I learned. Let's get into it, and be sure to stay around for the last lesson. It's the most important. Lesson 1 about interviewing the top hospitality and technology leaders is dream big. If you have a podcast, if you have a media channel, if you are a content creator, if you are an interviewer, and you want to interview the top minds in your space, be sure to dream big. I remember thinking when our company, Cali Barbecue, switched our point of sale company from Aloha point of sale to Toast. It was in 2020. I talked to Will Eppert, who was the director of sales in San Diego at the time, and I told him, Will, we're a media company. We are going to interview the top founders in the entire industry, including Aman Narang and Steve Fredette, 2 of the co-founders of Toast, the new company that we were moving to. He laughed at me. He said, Shawn, there's no way that that's going to happen, but we will see. Fast forward 2 years later, after I was interviewed by Chris Comparato, who was the CEO before Aman Narang, and then Aman Narang came on as the CEO. I interviewed him on restaurant influencers at the sales kickoff event for Toast. So I went to the sales kickoff event. I was able to be a customer on a panel in front of 1,300 toasters. After that keynote, I was able to sit down with Aman Narang, hear the origin story about Toast on a show that Toast sponsors. Dream big dreams, and you can get that interview. And more importantly, what I learned from Aman Narang was that the people that are building the best technologies on earth, the best technology companies on earth, they care about their customers. They obsess over their customers' problems the way that Toast obsesses over our restaurant problems. Number 2 lesson that I learned is play the long game. When you are trying to do interviews with the top minds in your field, understand that it will not happen with the first ask, maybe not the second ask. Maybe it will take you 25 different times over a long period of time before you get your dream interview. As I mentioned with Aman Narang, the co-founder and CEO of Toast, that took me years to sit down in front of him, work with his legal team, work with his comm team. The second person that I wanted to shout out in this interview is Travis Kalanick. Travis Kalanick is the co-founder of Uber. I was able to not only sit down with Travis, but he actually interviewed me in front of his all-hands team for cloud kitchens. Cali Barbecue opened up multiple cloud kitchens during the pandemic. We went all in on ghost kitchens. I told the sales rep at Cloud Kitchens that I would eventually one day have Travis Kalanick on our show. I would meet him. I would sit down with him. I would share why is a barbecue company also a media company. I achieved that goal because I was willing to not only dream big, but to play the long game. Play the long game, keep showing up, be consistent, get better over time. Eventually, you will get that dream interview. Lesson 3, humans and leaders want to share. They want the opportunity to sit down with podcasters, creators, media companies, to share their vision, to share their origin story, to share what they're building, why they're building it. I was able to sit down with Jordan Bush, the CEO and co-founder of 7 Shifts. 7 Shifts is a scheduling platform that does multiple things. They're based in Canada. We wanted something to upgrade from our hot schedules in order to go to a cloud-based scheduling platform. We heard that 7 Shifts was the best in the industry. I reached out to the team and asked them if they were willing to have Jordan on our show, Digital Hospitality. Now Jordan's appeared multiple times on our show. He was recently on a Rising Tides live podcast. I have met him multiple times in person at Chicago at the National Restaurant Association show. I've interviewed him on our Restaurant Influencers show for Entrepreneur Magazine. He is incredible leader that is willing to share all of the secrets, all of the pains, all of the struggles, all of the successes. He is always seeking information from customers and from the industry of how to build better products. Jordan's a great example of humans that want to share and leaders that are willing to put in the work if you're willing to ask. If you're watching this channel, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it. We recently launched a restaurant technology Substack newsletter. It's free to join. It is a community of restaurateurs, owners, operators, and technologists, people that believe in restaurant technology. Please go to Substack and subscribe. Thank you. Lesson 4, we all started small and made mistakes. I'm going to tell you a story about my dear friend, colleague, mentor, mentee, Troy Hooper of Hot Palate America. Hot Palate America runs pepper lunch restaurants in North America. Troy Hooper, before he got that job, I met him on the social audio app Clubhouse during the pandemic. I remember learning about the Kiwi Restaurant Group, which was his restaurant group that helped scale other brands. He didn't even have the job as CEO of Hot Palate America yet, but he was willing to put in the work, willing to show up on Clubhouse, willing to show up on LinkedIn, willing to show up on Instagram. This man has done such incredible work for Pepper Lunch restaurants in his 2 years. He's only been at the helm for 2 years. I have interviewed him on Restaurant Influencers, also at the National Restaurant Association show in Chicago. He has also launched his own podcast called The Pineapple Perspective. He is changing the game of the franchise or franchisee model, and Pepper Lunch restaurants are exploding all across the United States. Troy is a perfect example of someone who is humble, who is willing to share, and who is willing to build in public. If you're not following Troy Hooper on LinkedIn, I highly suggest you follow him. If you're not following The Pineapple Perspective, please follow that show. He is an incredible leader. And he also shows up for our Rising Tides live call. So we do that show every Wednesday, every Friday. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, we want you to be a guest. You can meet Troy Hooper on one of those calls. Lesson 5, I told you to stick around, waiting for the big payoff. The biggest lesson that I've learned interviewing the top hospitality experts is that great hospitality leaders create their own media. I want to tell you a story about Greg Majewski, who is the CEO and founder of Crave-Worthy Brands. He launched a show called Room for Seconds. He is willing to put in the work, the digital storytelling work, to build in public, to interview other CEOs, to give back to this industry. Not only is he asked to keynote and talk on panels all across the United States as he builds these companies, but he is also willing to put in the work on TikTok, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, all of the channels, omni-channel storytelling. You can learn about all of the brands that Crave-Worthy has done. He is also featured in one of our upcoming episodes of Family Style. If you go to Toast's YouTube channel, you can check out season 1 of Family Style and soon to launch season 2 of Family Style. You can learn all about Greg, all about his media. Thank you guys for watching this channel. We appreciate it. Please subscribe. Please share in the comments any videos that you want us to make into the future. And if you find yourself anywhere in the United States at any of the big restaurant or technology conferences, please let me know at Shawn P. Walchef on Instagram. We would love to connect with you and learn more about you, your restaurant, and your journey.